So back in studio, Drop City Yacht Club. Thank you guys for thank you for coming through.
Oh, good, man. Thanks for having us.
It's good to be here.
So Monday, the day after the Grammys and Grammy parties, you guys attend the Grammys? What's going on?
Nah, we just went to the party.
We went to all the parties. we did the Grammy party equivalent of like a bar crawl.
Yeah.
Wow. Very true.
Yeah.
Okay. I went to one in 2000. Ricky Martin was, in fuego, literally on fire on the stage. And
Like
crazy.
he set himself on fire?
No,
Oh,
just
okay.
near the Ring of Fire and whatever song like "Living La Vida Loca," those years. That was way back in the
hot.
day. So
The Latin explosion.
yes, sir. But here you guys are back. A lot of things that with the brand new single. Let's talk about that for a second because we got Christo THX back in studio. Last single from a couple years ago, Crickets.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And all of a sudden now you guys are back with the new single. Let's talk about that.
It's called What You Gonna Do, featuring our friend Guy Sebastian from Australia, who's super dope. But it's basically about a song, like we kind of lost a lot of stuff last year, so the song kind of represented those things that we lost. Like it sounds like we're talking about a girl, but we're really talking about a bunch of things.
Aha.
Right. Okay. So should we delve into that stuff? At least there's one component that a lot of people have been asking about.
Yeah. Obviously, we're a little lighter now.
Right.
We travel a little lighter.
The cruise a little slimmer. Yeah.
Is that a touchy subject?
Not really. No.
Okay.
No, it was actually really it was a peaceful split.
Okay. So if people are checking this video out right now, again, when we met a couple years ago, Drop City Yacht Club consisted of people.
Yeah.
And there was Wolf.
Yep.
And all of a sudden, our partner DJ Mission was talking about this probably a couple of weeks ago. And he's like, "Yeah, you realize that Wolf, probably won't be coming." And I was like, "Why?" Because they're probably not part of the group.
Yeah.
So it was an amicable split. And you guys ever talk about that?
I mean, amongst ourselves or publicly?
Publicly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, he just had a change of heart, man. His business can beat you up.
Sure.
And so he's like a very artistic guy.
Yeah.
And like it's always been about the art, as it is for me.
As it is for us.
Yeah.
That's right.
But we were on the road straight for a year. Like I probably unpacked my suitcase 4 times.
Yeah.
So
And that's just to do laundry.
and
right?
that was just the laundry. Yeah, it was like unpack it, repack it,
And we back on the road. Yeah.
So it's just it's not. Some people it's just not their cup of tea. Like,
Sure.
the politics and things that happen once you have because the song did really well. So
Right.
once that happens, there's like a different pressure. It's not like where we made Crickets just hanging out and like this
Right.
is what we do. Now it's like, all right, there's a ton of pressure on it, and that's just it wasn't his thing.
So is he kind of gone on a solo tip per se?
I don't know what he's up to, but
Wow.
I wish him well.
There you go. There it is. So the fact of the matter is, there's a split. These guys are here, and when you guys talk about Guy Sebastian, who we also got a chance to meet about a year ago. I mean, great guy. We're talking, on what was the other song he did? Battle Scars.
Yep.
And when he came in, he kind of just broke down. I got to be in LA. This is the place to be. How did you guys end up hooking up?
When the group was first formulated, I wasn't around. Chris and Wolfie were working on something, and they had this crazy idea of just fusing all these different musical styles, be it like Outkast or NERD or The Doors or the Beastie Boys or the Beach Boys, like all this stuff. And at the time, I know Christo, he decided that because he produces as well, he decided he just wanted to really be an artist and a writer in the group, and they were looking for a producer. It just so happens that at the studio they were working at, somebody had some of my beats and they were playing them in the other room. They came through, heard them. It was like, this is the guy. So they called me up. They got my number and called me up. So I'm chilling on my sofa, eating Doritos, watching Lakers or something like that.
Yeah.
Regular stuff. And I get the call, and they told me the whole idea. And I was like, man, this would be really dope, because it was at a time in my career where I had been doing just producing and mostly doing like different kind of hip hop stuff, like more like gangster stuff, more hardcore, and that's what I had been known for at that time. So I was like, dude, this is an opportunity right here for us all to do something different and challenging, both musically and like just for everyone to hear something new and fresh.
Sure.
So, and start fresh. So I joined the group right over the phone.
There it is. I mean, it's dope because he's such a great guy.
Yeah.
And ever since we met a couple years ago, Crickets. I mean, what have you guys learned aside from one component missing now? But again, it's an amicable split.
Yeah.
What have you guys learned from then to now?
Well, we kind of reconfigured the group and learned how to be. But we're actually more creative now than ever, because like I don't know what it is. It's just we had to rearrange the group. You know what I mean? I was more behind the scenes or DJing or producing in the group. Now I'm rapping more and more vocal in the group, and we just work hand in hand more now.
We just do everything together.
It's very telepathic now.
From the production to writing, to like everything.
Everything.
Like, you know, a unit now. So it's dope. I mean, it's definitely different. You know, like we had to find a different. We all made music together for like 6 years. So, you know, we had to find a different groove, so to speak. But it was like I was ready to try new stuff musically. I know THX was ready to try new stuff. And so that was cool. It gave us the opportunity to really like expand our vocabulary.
So you guys checking out, you know, this Grammy pub crawl per se last again, I've been to those parties. It's just one debauchery after the next.
Paid the price for that this morning.
It's Monday. We gotta do another radio run. Jeez.
Here we go.
But you know, at the same time, you're checking this out. You're looking at what you guys are saying with the industry. Are you guys kind of jaded by it at all? Because, or is it just like you're striving to get to that even extra level of you know?
I mean, for me, I never started making music. I was never the dude who was like, yo, I want to be famous.
Sure.
And I want to be this dude. And that, you know, like it was strictly, and not to sound cliche or like whatever, it was never about that. It's still not to this day. And so like I feel like we like being at these parties and stuff is important because if we're not there, there's nothing like us there musically, just the way we interact with people. So I think it's important for us to do. I think we're doing them a favor by being there.
Yeah, we're actually real fun to schmooze and drink with. We're your drinking buddies that you always wanted to kick it with. So when you go out with us or we come out with you, it's always going to be a good time.
So
straight hand. Nah, definitely not.
It was never, like I said, it was never, like Crickets was a blessing. That run was a blessing. And everything we're doing now is a blessing.
Is there a theme going on between, you know, Crickets and, you know, the love theme in this latest single per se?
Could be,
right? See, because I mean, I know I kind of delved into the Wolf situation, but everything that happened last year, is that because there's that one line in the song, you know, with the big button of smile and all that other stuff. So I mean, do you want to elaborate more on that? Or
on a big button of smile?
Well,
I'll elaborate on a big button of smile like that. You got an hour and a half to talk about.
Let's go.
Is that what you lost last year? You know?
Yes, I did actually lose. A girlfriend. My mom passed away when we were on the road.
Okay. That's deep. And I'm sorry to hear that.
The Wolf situation. Thanks, man. The Wolf situation. It was just a lot of stuff, dude. Where it was like the greatest moments of our life were simultaneously happening with some of the worst moments of our life. So it was like this weird, surreal kind of like thing. You know? So
we're going up, but at the same time, you have all these things trying to bring you down.
Sure.
So, and we wanted to we wanted to reintroduce because we understand that we've been out of the public eye, which is cool for us. Actually, but like coming back and I guess reintroducing ourselves, we knew that we needed a record that was as transparent and vulnerable. And so we wanted to touch on all the things that have happened to us, but not in like a bummer way. You know, where you like, you know, there's those songs that you listen to and you're like, wow, this is a great song, but it's so like
heavy.
Like, you're not going back to that. You know what I'm saying? Or like a movie you watch where it's like, yo, this is insane, but it's not like a go-to movie. You know, but you appreciate it for what it is. We didn't want that effect. You know what I'm saying? We wanted a record that was like we could touch on the subjects that we're experiencing and be honest and be transparent without it being a downer.
And still be grooving.
You
know, still be jamming.
It's very kind of the word I'm using, synonymous to Crickets. It's got that vibe too, you know. But like you said, it's not like Sam Smith. I'm not the only one where you're going, damn, I want to do Phoenix off a cliff or something. Like that, you know what I mean? But at the same time, to me, it's Drop City Yacht Club. You know, that same flavor.
Precisely.
That's what we wanted to do. We wanted to make sure that people, when they heard this song, they went, oh man, Crickets was so dope too. And then we didn't want to just like bank a hard left and like try to chase what was cool or like what was.
You know, it's a lot of hot sounds or trendy sounds that's going on
we are
with our stuff.
Really just kind of get back to the essence of what this whole thing was about.
There it is, man. So speaking of Kanye, ladies and gentlemen,
yeah,
what was your thoughts on that with him going up on stage and kind of almost reenacting what he did with Taylor Swift to Beck. I mean, now again, we're talking two guys who are part of a group who had a hit single a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And so we're getting like real thoughts from some major celebs in the studio. So what you guys think? I mean,
I would be totally honored if Kanye came in and interrupted anything I was doing.
Right?
Like,
Could do no wrong. My buddy.
if he just burst into my living room like right now,
What's
like,
up? I'm taking this cereal.
I'd be like, all right, well,
Take the cereal.
right. He has a weird way of being right.
You just be like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Kicks in your door and takes your cereal, and you're like, you know what, you're right, guys.
Because even with the Taylor Swift thing, like, it was rude, definitely rude to
Right.
call for. But then after in context, thinking about what he said in Kanye text, it was like, you know what, Beyonce video was dope.
Yeah, it was though.
It was like,
Yeah.
But
But-
for me, I'm a hip hop dude.
Yeah.
I was born and raised a hip hop guy. So when people like the ODB thing, like when stuff like that happens, I'm like,
okay.
Or like
Because to me,
Marshawn.
like Loki, I'm probably gonna be shooting myself in the foot here, but I have like a gripe with the fact that the rap categories in the Grammys are barely televised, if at all.
True.
You know, and so it's like Kanye being such an influential person
And a
in
vocal
hip-hop,
person.
Yeah, and like to make him be like, no, I'm here, and you're gonna understand that I'm here, and you're gonna respect the fact that I'm here. Like as a hip hop dude, I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Dig it.
I'm sure that America is probably like, oh, this guy's a jerk.
It's
Me,
varying
I'm like,
thoughts.
do
It's
it.
varying thoughts. Yeah.
But I feel like there's a little bit of shade though. Like there's no exposure. Hip hop it's here to stay. Like rap music is here to stay.
I think all genres are. You've said this. Music goes in cycles and everything, and for some reason, it's taking a back seat.
But why are they not giving any like K-Dot's thing just kind of came and went?
Yeah.
And that's to me
Sure.
like that's a very important
Very,
thing.
very
Especially
important.
being from California, for K-Dot to win Grammys is very important.
Yeah.
You know, like we felt like we lifted a trophy because we're both from California. We were
Sure.
like,
Hey, that's our Grammy too.
you know?
Yeah.
It opens the door for us, especially. You
But
know.
so when hip hop stuff had like just kind of rebellious, like, you know what? Okay, there's not going to be any spotlight passed on the hip hop category, so I'm gonna just jump up on it.
And that sums up Kanye's night. There
He
you
says what a lot of people are thinking, but might be afraid to say.
Yeah.
And especially like to burst on the scene and just go, now's the time where I have to say it now. I'm gonna go crazy. Like
Yeah.
he just,
Oh, no, he's
he
going
just gets
crazy.
down
He's
like
like
that, right?
We still got some of it.
Nice. Drop City Yacht Club in the studio, and I don't think I ever asked this, nor have I really looked. What is the meaning behind Drop City Yacht Club? Yeah.
It goes.
Drop City was a community in Denver in like the early 60s, and it was like a pre-hippie community kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so they used to build these crazy structures called drops, right? And it was like people, thinkers, poets, artists,
Weirdos.
like hippies before hippies were called hippies.
Right.
And they may have been dropping things that weren't
Illicit.
or
Particularly illicit.
but so we wanted, because our music is like a stark contrast, we try to take things that weren't fit together and smash them together, a la the Beach Boys and the Beastie Boys. If somebody was like, yo, oh, this sounds like the Beach Boys and the Beastie Boys, like, what? That doesn't even make sense. Oh, I get it.
Now that you mention
So
it.
Drop City and a Yacht Club are like diametric opposites. You know, they're like
Right.
two of the complete
You're not gonna
different-
find a yacht club in Drop City,
Or vice versa.
and you won't find anybody from Drop City in a yacht club.
There it is. Okay.
We wanted a name that represented what we were doing.
I've never bothered to look at the true meaning behind it.
Yeah, man. And we just like watching people stumble over it because it's a mouthful. You know, like when
Sure.
they first hear it. Like when we were first doing radio, they'd be like, "Oh, what's up? We got Yacht City, Drop.
Drop top.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it again. All right, we got Drop Top City, man. That's fun.
All right, take 3. Right.
Right.
Take 53.
That's so awesome. Basically, these guys just describe the Illuminati in my book. For some reason,
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Bunch of Masons, but
Yeah.
all good, man. Again, the brand new single out, iTunes, the whole nine.
Yes,
And what you're gonna do? If there's anything else about the single you guys want to touch on, I mean,
Request it,
Yeah,
share
request
it, download it, stream it. Let's talk about it.
There's a lyric video you can sing along. You do
Mhm.
karaoke at home. The official video should be coming really soon too.
Yeah,
So
tell us what you think.
when
Hit us
when
up
is
on
that
social
coming?
media.
it should be by, I would say, roughly a month. I'd say about.
There it is. Okay.
Um,
Social media.
DCY Club.
DCY
Twitter,
Club.
Instagram, Facebook is Drop City Yacht Club. YouTube is Drop City Yacht Club. SoundCloud. Everything is Drop City.
Everything
Yacht
is
Club.
Drop City.
You put in
Yacht
Drop C in your search. More than pop.
Dope. Well, there it is, man. Any last thoughts for San Diego?
Stay classy. As always.
Welcome to the whale's vagina, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey. There you have it.
You're right on. Cool. Well, I appreciate it.